when you're kind of like when you're a wine enthusiast, it also keeps people from calling you a drunk. So that's a good thing as well. It's
Yeah,
like
I
I'm
guess
not
that
a
helps too,
drunk,
right?
I'm an enthusiast. So we're going to do a virtual wine tasting, and
Mhm.
you've recommended a few wines to me. All of them were black owned, and I was
Yes.
able to get my hands on two of them. And we
Yep.
decided to go that route, to celebrate it's the last day of Black History Month. So that was a
Yes.
dope idea on your part. And now, as far as the wine itself, I guess we'll get to it in a second. One of them is a red wine, and I have it breathing right now. So it's doing this thing. And we also have a rosé. And
Yes.
I mean, so what's the protocol for tasting wine? I mean, I am I supposed to sniff it and say something in French, ooh wee wee, or I mean, as a rookie, what would I need to know in order to get into the wine game? I mean, is it expensive to buy in, first of all?
Well, as a rookie, I would say drink what tastes good. Okay. Don't try to be like other people and try to look at things at how they're doing it. Do it how you want to. Make wine for yourself. You're basically taking the wine and getting the things that you like out of it. If you like sweet wine, okay. If you like wine with heavy tannins, great. If you like a big Napa cab, of course that's fine too. But just to start off, it can be expensive, but the way my mom budget is set up, it's not. You know, my my husband will be like, "Oh, did you buy some wine this week?" Yes, but I kept it under budget. I got 12 bottles, like under $200. Like, so with you,
Okay.
I would say when you go to the store, if you're trying to expand your palate, I would get a white wine, a rosé, some
Hmm.
bubbles, and a red. And then just get those four, and then maybe in a couple more weeks, you said, "Oh, I like this one. Let's look at more in this variety." Like a Sauvignon Blanc or a Riesling, just depending on what tastes good to you. If it's sweet, if it's sour, up to you. But when purchasing, I try to just stay under budget. I don't go wine shopping every week. And in the great state of Mississippi, you can't get wine shipped here. So you basically
Mm,
have to find what you can find locally, which was
yeah.
also a big thing when we were talking about finding Black owned wines because it's readily available here. So
Cool.
that's something that I would definitely want to see more of because that would be a big help to also include, diversity. And, you want to get it all around the world to be able to try something you've never tried before by somebody that's like you. So back to trying. When tasting your wine, you're going to smell it. You can smell it. You can smell different aromas. Sometimes it'll be fruit forward. When it's fruit forward, that doesn't mean it's necessarily sweet. That means that
Hmm.
it has a lot of fruity components in that. And then after you smell it, you'll like in this one. Whenever you decide to pour it, we can do it together if you want to. But
Okay. Which one do you
basically,
have there?
I have the rosé.
All right. So we'll start with the rosé.
Okay.
And the
Yeah.
rosé you recommended is called Love
Love.
Drunk. If you all can see the label there. And can you tell us a little bit about this?
Yes. So this wine is by Mason Noir. It is an Andre Mac wine, a Black-owned winemaker. He's very good. He makes a variety of different wines. So this is a rosé, and it's about 13.1%. I do say to have this chilled, only because it's a rosé. It's very easy drinking. It's beautiful. The color, you can see like the color. It's
Yeah.
beautiful. Um, so I have a 2019. It's from Oregon. And they make some
Hmm.
really good wines there. They're known for their Pinot Noir as well. So this one should be pretty fruity, fruit forward, but not sweet. Might have a little bit of sweetness on the end of it when you taste those
Yeah.
strawberries or, a little bit of raspberry, a little bit of vanilla. But this is a good, easy drinking wine that I would say around spring or summer. If you're like me, I drink rosé any time of year, but.
All right. All right. Well, let me pour a little bit of this. You sound like you know what you're
Hey.
talking about. And so, yeah, I got my glass here. And I'm really not sure how much to pour. Isn't like a certain etiquette to how much you pour?
Well, etiquette would say if I was talking to my sommelier mentor, he would tell me, "Oh, just pour 4 seconds," and I'm like, oh, "Okay, that's not enough." But for tasting, we're gonna do this little bit, and then we can really get into it.
Oops, I think I got this little bit.
Yep,
So,
that works. Cheers.
all right. So you said I need to smell it.
Yes. So we're gonna smell it. So I smell strawberries. I smell a little bit of cherry, like red cherries.
Yeah.
Smell a little bit of sweetness.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of honey, maybe some honeysuckle. And a light, like a tart, maybe a lime or a lemon, but it's very faint. So that's what I smell on the nose.
Okay. Okay. And hold on, I missed the cheers. Let's do the cheers again. I missed that.
Cheers!
There we go. All
And
right.
now
Do I need to stick my pinky out? Do I need to stick my pinky out to be?
you want to be fancy. You super fancy when you're pinky out.
Okay.
But you do
Okay.
want to hold your glass by the stem. So like
Uh-huh.
when you're doing wine, so you don't heat up your wine with your hand like this and
Ah.
get stains or anything. You're able to see
Yeah.
it better. You want to be real fancy, hold it by your little stem.
Okay. Okay. Let's see.
Okay.
All right. So tell me what I'm tasting because you can put it in the words.
Right. So I do still taste those hints of citrus.
Mm-hmm.
I do taste the strawberries. A little bit of cherry. Definite tart. I would say medium acidity, which is telling you that when your mouth is watering, so you should feel like a little bit of mouth watering after you swallow. You feel it? Yes, that tells you about the acidity. The weight on your tongue, does it feel light, soft? You know, does it feel like a big, heavy? You know, and it shouldn't. It should be very light because it's a rose.
Yeah.
It doesn't have tannins in it, so it should be very light. Medium acidity. And a little bit of grapefruit.
I can get a little bit of that. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I can get a lot more now that you've mentioned it.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's pretty, it's a light alcohol. So
Yeah.
it's about 13.1%. So, which isn't bad. It's good for rosé. Very easy drinking.
Yeah, it's nice.
Glass. Yeah, you can definitely keep going.
Okay, I like this. I like this. It's pretty good.
Good.
So, what's the shelf life on a rosé? Like, once you open it, you have to kill the bottle after a certain period of time, or?
Well, with lighter wines, you can put them in the refrigerator and they'll last a little bit longer. I usually keep this cap on, but you can use like a vacuum seal cap, and I can actually forward that to you. I usually get my caps off at Amazon. But you can leave this in the refrigerator for a couple of days. Like I would say 3 days, but the way that we drink, this is going to be gone today, or in the next couple of hours or hour. So, not too much saving around here, but yes, with that you can definitely save. Red wines you can save with a vacuum top, but I would definitely say to put them in the refrigerator to have that lasting a little bit longer if you want to, keep hold of that.
All right, sounds good. I'm gonna pour a little bit more.
Yay! Pour up.